hey, and welcome to the political show right here on Active FM, where radio has never been better. Hey, and welcome to the political show right here on Active FM. I'm your girl Cynthia, but you can call me Gix. And with me in studio we have
Gavin Insland.
Pastor Gavin Insland and
The Black
Black Knight, right here on the political show where Christ politics is
Hot politics.
hot politics.
Yeah,
We
it feels
are
like an
a
oldie
week,
already, eh?
yeah, we're a week in to
Yes,
2026.
feels like I was never off. Eh?
yeah, no. So we are looking at, because it's a week in, we don't know what to expect and stuff, but we're going to try and do predictions and, try and see what do we expect of 2023 when it comes to politics and economics. 2026. I say
Like
2023
is in the
She just
past.
took us like way back.
Not even 2000.
I know young people who weren't born in 2023,
That's crazy.
and they're now talking.
2026, what are we expecting politically and economically from 2026? And we're also going to see what the economist says about 2026. That is, we're going to look at 3 trends that they are predicting for 2026 and get our thoughts on that. Yes. This is going to be an amazing show. Pascal, do you want to give a more brief explanation?
Yeah, look, I think our predictions are going to have quite a significant focus. I think the US is lost, but they're less on the lost road than Europe. I think Europe is lost.
Very.
South Africa looks lost, but will it be lost? That we're going to talk about.
Yes, it's going to be an amazing show as always right here on the political show where Christ politics is
Hot politics.
hot politics.
This is the political show.
All right, so we're gonna start first by going through the three here on the Economist page. They obviously have more, but I'm just gonna focus on 3 predictions that they have for 2026. The first being a geopolitical drift. All right. So foreign policy analysts are divided. Is the world in a new Cold War between blocs led by America and China, or will a Trumpian deal divide the planet into American, Russia, and Chinese spheres of influence, in which each can do as they please? Yes.
So, in other words, we're going into a new Cold War era with America and China, or Trump's going to do some deals, and so each one's going to have their own sphere of influence, and they're going to be able to do what they want there.
Yes.
The second one.
The second one, yeah.
Because I think that's the plan, is to divide the world up into different spheres, and different people will be able to do whatever they want in the spheres. I think Putin's part of that plan. I think President Xi of China is part of that plan. And the people that are behind Trump are part of that plan. The same as the people behind Biden. I've said it before on the show. In his second run for the second term of Trump, I no longer trust him. The reason I trusted him in his first term is because he was pro-life. He was against abortion. He changed that in the second run, and when Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, signed into Florida law, a law saying that abortion is banned in the state of Florida after 6 weeks. Trump said that's too extreme. He'd say 15 weeks, which is a complete reversal on the policy that he put forward in 2016. Now, people would say, yes, but that's happened because he got experience and things like that in politics. And I'm saying, no. When you're pro-life and you really believe that a baby in the womb is a human life and that killing it is murder, you don't change opinion because you've got political experience. There's a value problem and an ethics problem if you change opinion on that. And to legalize the killing of a child, for me, you can't be trusted. Any person that supports that, trust me, any person that supports abortion, you cannot trust him. That I put down as an absolute statement. That's my view, and because if someone's standing for the killing of a human life, you can't trust him. So Trump, I'm sure he's had training from the World Economic Forum somewhere along the line. I know for a fact Putin was part of the Young World Leaders program, and they're all heavily involved. They're all committed to Agenda 2030. They make big fights like they did last year about the G20 in South Africa, and now Saviour's going to be invited to the G20 in this year, when America's the president and stuff. But that's all a sideshow. What are they really committing to in those G20 meetings? It's Agenda 2030, Agenda 2063, etc., etc., etc. Sustainable development. We've done shows on that years ago. So spheres of influence. Similar to what was that? That movie. That movie with Katniss Everdeen.
Oh,
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games, yes. That she was from what, District 13 or 12 or something. Yeah. So I think they're gonna divide the world into districts.
Yeah. The second one is concerns over AI. So rampant spending on infrastructure for artificial intelligence may also be concealing economic weakness in America. Will the bubble burst? As with railways, electricity, and the internet, a crash would not mean the technology does not have real value, but it could have wide economic impact. So concerns over AI, Black Knight.
I think that's been a concern for years, ever since the topic of AI came up. Because we see how.
So what the question is? I just want to confirm.
Mm-hmm.
The question is AI being overhyped, and people are investing a lot of money in AI, and like with the .com era when it became .bomb,
Yeah.
when you had a market crash, that the market's going to crash.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Now, okay, I actually get what you're saying now. Okay, now I get the question.
I thought I thought Black Knight was going to answer something different.
Thank you. No, I was until you clarified the question. Now I actually understand. Actually don't think so. I think this is like the future. I think from AI we are moving forward, and we're not gonna, the world is not gonna turn back, because I looked at how people easily consumed the whole ChatGPT thing, the Grok, the DeepSeek. I know my brother is not a tech savvy or something like that, but he was on some.
Be careful now. Don't insult the brother. He's not here.
Okay. Yeah, I hope he's not watching, but I hope he is. Just to. But yeah, I think people are loving or kind of accepting of the whole concept of AI. So I don't think it's one of the internet thing when it was 2000s. I think it's actually an investment that people are gonna get something out of. So I think it's gonna be a thing. Yeah.
Okay. Pastor Gab?
Obviously it's going to get pushed. But AI is overhyped, and it doesn't have the power they say it has. There's always someone at the back of it.
Oh, yeah.
There's always someone at the back of it. But they're going to have programmable robots using AI, and they use the name intelligence, but it's not intelligence. It's actually just algorithms. It should be artificial algorithms. That's what they should call it. But you can make these things very powerful, and they can work super fast.
Yeah.
So what I will tell you, what AI does make possible is the whole system with the mark of the beast, where you will not be able to buy or sell without the mark. And there's actually a book that was written by John Lennox. He wrote two. One was 2084, which is similar to George Orwell's 1984, but it's about the dangers around AI. And he's also written one relating the whole AI revolution with the Book of Revelations. And I would encourage people to go and read the Book of Revelation and think about what's possible with AI. So is there going to be a market crash? There probably will be some sort of market crash. I don't know if 2026. But what's going to happen is that the mainstream companies are going to have the power behind AI, and there's going to be a sort of a consolidation. And just to mention, when you question AI on certain things. So, for example, I've had a debate with Grok on climate change. AI is going to give you answers that are anti-biblical. It already is. You can test it for yourself, and so it's a great manipulation tool. So if you invest in AI, just invest in the right company. One of the elite companies. You're gonna make money.
Yeah. And then war or peace. So it's war or peace question mark, yes. So with luck, the fragile peace in Gaza will hold, but conflicts will grind on in Ukraine, Sudan, and Myanmar. Russia and China will test America's commitment to its allies with gray zone, provocation in North Europe and the South China Sea. As the line between war and peace become ever more blurred, tensions will rise in the Arctic, in orbit, on the seafloor, and in cyberspace.
Yeah. Again, the question is, how real are these tensions? So the funny thing is, John Lennox is a mathematician. He's a world-renowned mathematician. He's debated serious minds, atheist minds, about the possibility and the mathematical possibility of everything coming into existence without there being a creator. And for the first time, I'm hearing him talk like the book of Revelation is possible. So I do think the world is one big choreography. If there are wars, it's going to be an initiative to bring in a one world government. What do people say now? If I don't get justice from my government, I go to the International Criminal Court. Isn't that the narrative? What is this International Criminal Court thing? I don't know if people have listened in terms of that. What is this International Criminal Court thing? What is this international law thing? If you think about all the people in democracies who voted for international law. So, whatever wars and things happen, even if you look at places like Sudan and stuff like that, these things are happening so that a world body or a world leader can come on and take control, in my view. So I think people are trying to make the scenario of the Antichrist in the book of Revelation happen. That's personally what I believe. The Gaza peace thing. Well, I don't know how Benjamin Netanyahu could ever sign up to that thing. I don't know how anyone could say that that's in Israel's interest. That is a recipe for disaster, and it's a recipe for future war. It's not in the interest, in my view, of the Israeli people. It's not in the interest of the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip. I don't believe that anyone in that area, I don't believe it's in any ordinary person's interest what has happened there. So, will it hold? Artificially, maybe. But it's a disaster in the future.
Yeah. And if you can give us one big prediction from your side for next year.
I think that if you look at what's going on in South Africa, I think the world needs to look at South Africa. With what started, with the General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi allegations on the 6th of July, 2025, and the commissions and things that it set off, South Africans are extremely distrusting of the government. Extremely. Even you saw it in COVID, and all of those sorts of things. So, in fact, I'd like your opinion as well, Gigs, as well as Black Knight. But I don't know if they're going to be able to shut this down. And, the whole New World Order thing, because Ramaphosa spoke about the New World Order at the G20 summit.
Yep.
Very close to where we are at the Nasrec Expo Center. I don't think the New World Economic Order wants the stuff to come out. That I think might just come out because of citizen journalists in South Africa. And I don't know if South Africans are going to let this go. I know I'm not.
Yeah.
So I don't know, Gigs, your thoughts? Come on, put a prediction there. You've said nothing.
I feel like it's going to die out. That's my thoughts. Based on what I've seen in the past and stuff like that, it's going to die out.
So now it's 1-1.
haha.
The casting vote is Black Knight, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, at least.
So you say, I think you said before the show. I just wanted to, you saying that they're gonna put some sort of distraction.
Yeah. Or they're going to get one person to take the fall for everything.
One person to take the fall plus a distraction,
Yeah.
and the Zamazamas will continue.
With the Zamazamas and the corruption, that might a little bit still happen. But I think with my only
Look, I'm not saying it's gonna stop, eh? I think more and more stuff's gonna come out. That's what I'm saying, and I don't think people are gonna let it go. So I'm not saying at the end of 2026 there'll still be Zamazamas,
yeah.
and there might even be more of them than there are now, you know. But I think there's gonna come some cracks.
Because I think I still hold on the take that what's different now is the whole internet thing that has gone viral in our country, the YouTubing and stuff like that we didn't have at first. I think that's where the difference is, because what I used to see also last year is that a lot of news outlets wouldn't really focus on the Madlanga stuff, but we had like our independent YouTubers with the podcast that would give us more information, and yeah, you'd still have like people still focusing on the whole commission stuff, so even the viewership of the commission would like spike and stuff like that. So yeah,
So you don't think it's gonna die out?
I don't think it's gonna die out that easy.
I think there's
if it
Gigs,
does.
I think there's a deep-seated resentment, eh? And we spoke just before the show. We spoke about Marikana. Marikana's a big deal in South Africa. Eh? It's not in the media.
Yeah,
'cause
so
the,
that's what I mean.
the media's
by
talking
the
about
fact
G20.
that- Yeah.
the people aren't. I mean, how important is G20 to the average South African? In fact, the ANC was expecting to get a boost in by-elections, municipal by-elections after the G20, and they crashed
We hated them even more because they fixed stuff
for the
for the
G20.
G20, and then they left stuff after that. That we saw.
But I mean, like the very Tuesday, I think, after the G20, Tuesday or Wednesday, there were by-elections and the ANC got hammered. Eh?
Yeah.
Even in Soweto, they got hammered. So, I don't know. Maybe, what do you think, Gigs?
Still the same. Yeah. Black Knight, one major prediction.
I think we're gonna see arrests happening. I think and I believe and I hope I'm so right, but that's what I'm hoping for. Like in terms of our country, that is, we're gonna see people getting arrested over the whole commission and stuff. I'm thinking, and that's also just something I'm hoping for. So yeah, that's my prediction.
You see, there's one thing in South Africa. We don't submit very well. And now you've got some honest cops and some honest prosecutors who expect us to submit to corrupt authorities. And, when I look in Britain, the cops do whatever they're ordered to do. Would you see cops in South Africa, for example, beating innocent citizens up just on the order of the mayor or the president?
Never.
I marvel at those British cops how they do things that's obviously wrong to their.
This is the political show.